When your mind is full of fear, worries, and past failures, there's no space left for miracles. Today's story will show you why emptying your mind can change your entire life. If you believe in growth and new beginnings, like this video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories box before we begin. Arham sat on the old wooden bench outside his office as the evening sky turned dark, mirroring the heaviness inside him. The day had been a disaster. His presentation failed, his team lost trust in him, and his boss warned him that he had one last chance before he would be replaced. It felt like life was collapsing in slow motion. But the real storm wasn't around him, it was inside his mind. Thoughts, regrets, fears, insecurities, and memories of past failures filled him until he could barely breathe. He kept replaying his mistakes again and again, drowning himself in a sea of self-doubt. On his way home, he passed a small meditation center he had ignored for years. Today, something inside him forced him to stop. A banner read, "Learn to empty your mind, free your life." With no strength left to fight his own thoughts, he stepped inside. The hall smelled of incense and quiet, warm light washed over him. At the far end, a calm old mentor named Sheikh Ibrahim sat cross-legged, observing him with peaceful eyes. "You look troubled," the mentor said gently. Arham sighed. "My life is falling apart. No matter what I do, everything goes wrong. I work harder than ever, but nothing changes." The mentor nodded and motioned toward a small table where 2 cups and a pot of tea sat. He poured Arham's cup full until it overflowed and spilled everywhere. Arham jumped back. "Hey, it's spilling!" "Yes," the mentor said calmly, "just like your mind." Arham frowned. "What do you mean?" "A cup already full cannot take anything new. Your mind is overflowing with fear, with old failures, with self-doubt. How will new ideas, new strength, new confidence enter?" Arham's chest tightened. For the first time, someone understood the chaos inside him. "But how do I empty it?" he whispered. The mentor smiled. "By releasing what doesn't serve you, by letting go of the weight you've carried for too long." He guided Arham to sit and close his eyes. "Your life is not failing. Your mind is overloaded. Thoughts are tools, not chains, but you have tied yourself with them." Tears slipped from Arham's eyes. He hadn't realized how long he had been carrying pain. "How do I start?" "With awareness," the mentor replied. "Every thought you don't need, let it go. Everything that belongs to yesterday, release it. You cannot become who you want to be while clinging to who you used to be." Arham sat in silence, listening to his breath, feeling the storm slowly settle. For the first time in years, he felt a small space inside him, a tiny moment of calm. "Come back tomorrow," the mentor said. "We will begin your journey." Arham nodded, feeling something he hadn't felt in a long time, hope. Before Chapter 2 begins, friends, if you are also fighting your overthinking or your past, like this video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories box so you never miss a story that lifts your soul. The next morning, Arham returned to the meditation center before sunrise. Sheikh Ibrahim welcomed him with the same peaceful smile. "Today," he said, "you will learn what happens when the mind finally becomes empty enough to receive." They sat facing each other. The mentor placed a stone, a feather, and a glass of clear water between them. He explained, "Your mind has 3 states: the stone, heavy with regrets; the feather, unstable, blown everywhere by fears; and the clear water, still, balanced, open to receive." Arham stared at the objects, feeling each one represent parts of himself. "You think life is punishing you, but it is only responding to your inner state. When the mind is heavy like the stone, you sink under pressure. When it is like the feather, you are controlled by everything around you. But when it becomes like clear water, you reflect things as they are, not as your fears paint them. Arham listened deeply, each word sinking into him. "Close your eyes," the mentor instructed. Arham obeyed. "Now release the stone, the regrets, the disappointments, the feeling that you are not enough." Arham exhaled slowly, imagining the weight leaving him piece by piece. "Now release the feather, the fears of judgment, the pressure to prove yourself, the noise of expectations." His heart felt lighter. "Now become the water, steady, calm, open to receive." In that moment, Arham felt something shift inside him. The tightness in his chest loosened. His breathing softened. His thoughts slowed like a river settling at sunset. "Good," the mentor said. "Now listen carefully. When the mind becomes empty, it does not lose power. It gains clarity. Emptying the mind is not forgetting life. It is resetting it." Arham nodded. "What should I do with this clarity?" "Use it to rebuild, not from fear, but from purpose." In the days that followed, Arham returned daily. He learned control, presence, and how to shut the door on destructive thoughts. He stopped replaying his failures. He stopped fearing the future. And slowly, life began responding differently. At work, he spoke with confidence he didn't know he had. His ideas flowed clearly. His team trusted him again. His boss noticed the change, impressed by his calm leadership. One morning, after a successful meeting, Arham realized something. Nothing outside him had changed, yet everything in his life had improved because he had changed. That evening, he returned to the mentor one last time. "My life is healing. How do I keep it this way?" Sheikh Ibrahim smiled. "Remember the cup. When your mind fills again, empty it. When fear returns, release it. When life becomes heavy, lighten it. You cannot control everything that happens, but you can control what you carry inside." Arham bowed his head in gratitude. As he walked home, he felt the world differently, brighter, quieter, kinder. Not because it changed, but because his mind finally had space for peace, strength, and possibilities. And dear viewers, remember this: life improves when the mind becomes calm. If this story touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to Inspiration Stories Box for more powerful stories like this.